All right. I put some bait in the title. I put some bait in the title. So just to get some extra pissiness, but the thing is that I want to say this up front. I don't demand loyalty or people defend me online. I appreciate, Commander Brutus, and I appreciate Union Army Ball and Punjaba Phi, and everyone else that posts regularly, that or comments regularly on my videos and, you know, when I go live, you know, I appreciate that, but I understand that, y'all follow other people, you know? So, I mean, like I say, I don't say that as cope. I just say that as, they're the folks. The thing is that I mean, I can't believe it's like, I saw that Luna Oi stream last night where she felt she had to respond to Vaush saying that Marxist Leninism doesn't exist. And it felt bad because, like, she doesn't have to do that. I'm not even going to try to be a simp about it, but it's like she doesn't have to do that, you know? And I'm probably going to upload this tomorrow. That way, things will calm down. But it's like, you don't have to do that. She doesn't have to. And you could tell how much passion she had for her country, of Vietnam. It's something that Americans, it's like really only boomers or maybe second generation Americans understand. Um, but natural born, third or fourth or fifth generation, they don't care. They're just like, oh, they just accept it as it is, right? Generally speaking, depending, you know. Um, I think that uh, it's just it's just weird to see these folks continuing to defend Nick Fuentes, who isn't even on YouTube anymore. I know that they post his clips and all that. I get it, but it's like, why would you still defend this guy? Why would you still defend this guy? This is a guy who, you know, they'll say, I'd rather believe in a Christian. It's like, I, it's like he go. It's so funny to me how little in general, especially recently, from what I've heard, he talks about Catholicism. I think it's funny that a supposed Catholic who goes to a Norvis, a no, yeah, a Norvis Ordo church, not even Latin Mass, you know, goes to a Norvis Ordo church, Catholic church, or Norvis Ordo service, and curses, talks about race. I mean, it's that's race idolatry, right? And he'll try to promote more base blacks and all that sort of thing or whatever. But it's like, come on, man. You know, he's lost so much. How many platforms do you have to be kicked off of before you realize it's time to move on? I mean, there was a time when I really thought that he was going to be like another Rush Limbaugh, who, you know, he's going to evolve and he's eventually going to be, Mister. Well, those darn liberals, this and that, and that could still happen. It could still happen where he gives all this shit up and he just, ends up having a radio show and he ends up just kind of, you know, definitely backing down a bit. But it's like, why would you defend this guy? It's the same thing with Vaush. It's like, I saw that Luna Oi stream and there were folks who were just like, well, yeah, I mean, Vaush, he says some bad things, but overall, he's a good person. And I was like, ugh, he's just uneducated. It's just like, why? Why would you defend a guy like that? I don't get it. I mean, I'm wasting enough energy on these fools, but it's like you're gonna have to. It's like you and I, audience member that hears this, is going to have to deal with somebody who is a product of Vosh or someone like Nick Fuentes, who's gonna, it's like, who's going to unironically be in their 40s and is going to be saying, Groy Burke, Groy Burke, Groy Burke. Or, people like Vaush, who he's going to give those arguments like source, or, I can't even think of what cringe he posts offhand, but it's just like, why, But these are the people we're going to have to deal with in the future, These are the folks that you're going to have to deal with. And, it's going to be such a mess. And this is why, people still talk about Vaush because, yeah, I mean, some of it is haterade. I'll give you that. Yeah, some of it is haterade about what he does, but I think a lot of it comes from just his bullshit takes and why people continue to follow this, I mean, it's one thing, it's like Bo the Fifth Column is like a lot of his audience, from what I've seen, are folks from, Europe and old wine moms and, cat ladies, basically, from what I've seen. That's what it is. There's probably enough young folks out there who do follow him, but it's like in general, he appeals to that sort of audience. That's what he does, So it's like, I don't really care that much about, his audience. And the thing is that la-di-da, but it's just, well, I didn't really have a good point there. But, with people like Vaush, they're dangerous because they have so many followers and he's going to continue to be somebody who just posts cringe. He's going to continue to do that. And he's going to become more and more insulated. It's like, as far as I know, yeah, I mean, he's going to be blocking people. It's going to be insta block, right away. You're going to see more of that happen. And you're going to see him, as much as he copes and it's like, oh, yeah, I like arguing with my audience. He's not going to be in that place pretty soon. Within a few months, he's going to insta block people and everything else, But he's threatened that already. Nick Fuentes, I mean, bro, this guy is on his own site now. It's like, okay, yeah, you can bring in all those folks, but it's like, how many of those folks are bots, And you'll see these pitiful folks. It's like, oh my gosh, AFPAC. I was looking at my comments, and I've seen it. I saw it, when they originally posted, but it's like, oh yeah, well, AFPAC, had a former Republican and had a current Republican leader. Oh, they're destroying the GOP. The hell are you talking about? The hell are you talking about, man? It's like, come on, dude. Do you realistically think you're going to get some sort of America first sort of, I don't know, some sort of paleo conservative worldview? It's like, come on, man. No. The thing is, it's just a hustle. It's all it is. It's a hustle. AFPAC is a way for Nick Fuentes to make money. How can you be 20 something years old? Well, you know what? I shouldn't go there. I was going to say, and living at home with your parents. I'm 36 and I live at home with my parents, so I should be careful. But it's just, what are you doing? But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. It's just, it's strange how much these people have to defend and what the lengths they're going to go to defend these folks, Just, how long is it going to be before people in large droves finally just give up on these folks? But they're not going to, though. They're not going to. At least not soon. Not soon enough. But yeah. Hopefully y'all enjoy that. So see you later and goodbye.